Muscle cars are nothing short of amazing. They're incredibly powerful cars that are capable of flying past your car in a quarter-mile race. Car manufacturer Holden has always been one of the leaders in the market and has truly put some legendary cars on the road. This is why in this video, we'll talk about the best muscle cars manufactured by Holden. Stay with us till the end to see our number one pick. Let's start with the 1968 Holden HK Monaro GTS 327A at number 10. The HK Monaro was launched in July 1968, and people went crazy after it. It just upped the game and raised the bar when it came to locally manufactured cars in Australia. The customer flow into the dealership went crazy after the release of this car. The first HK Monaro was launched in a two-door coupe style, and it was something Australian buyers had never seen. That car's just gorgeous. The Monaro was launched with two goals in mind. The craze of American muscle cars was at an all-time high at the time among the younger people, so Holden wanted to target them and provide them with something of their own. The other thing Holden wanted was to give General Motors a rocket of a car on the racetrack. The GTS 327 was paired with a Chevrolet-powered 5.3-liter V8 engine combined with a manual 4-speed gearbox. What made the Monaro so fast and reliable on a racetrack was its 25-gallon fuel tank. It was bigger than any other car at the time. GTS 327 produces 250 bhp, which isn't much these days, but it was enough back then. It has a top speed of 200 kilometers an hour, and it goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 7.6 seconds. Now for number 9, 1969 Holden HT Monaro GTS 350. The GTS 350 was much appreciated and respected in Australia because it was able to defeat its rival fair and square on the mountain. Who was the rival, you're wondering? It was the XW Falcon GT-HO. The car caught the attention of many after its success at Bathurst in 1969, and Holden was able to maintain its race and rally presence even after General Motors' global ban on car racing. The GTS 350 is a bigger, better version of the GTS 327. It's more lightweight, has an even bigger fuel tank, and comes with a limited slip differential so that it can hold its ground while cornering at high speeds. The car is paired with a bigger 5.7-liter Chevrolet-powered V8 engine. The GTS 350 comes with a front grille made from ABS plastic, and the rear of the car was made edgy and squared. The car produces 300 bhp with a top speed of 208 kilometers an hour and goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 7.5 seconds. Coming up at number 8, 1970 Holden LC Torana GTR XU1. The LC Torana GTR XU1 changed the game for Australian muscle cars. It changed the whole dynamics of how the cars were being made. With the Torana, Holden was able to fit a bigger, more powerful engine into a small car. All this made the GTR XU1 more affordable, practical, and faster than anything on the road. The car also proved that you don't always need huge muscle cars to win races. It can be done with a smaller car too. The XU1 is famous for its performances in racing and rallying. Even though the car was manufactured and launched during the time of the ban on car racing, it still was one of the best Australian muscle cars. XU1 produces 160 bhp, has a top speed of 200 kilometers an hour, and goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 8.4 seconds. Let's look at number 7, 1970 Holden HG Monaro GTS 350. The HG Monaro GTS 350 is a very underrated car. Even though it's quicker and better than the HT Monaro GTS 350, it doesn't receive enough credit or enough respect it deserves. But why is it this way? The answer's simple. The car didn't take part in the Bathurst 500 at all, so it really failed to make an impression in the eyes of the Australian people. Holden chose the XU1 as their official car for races. The automaker wanted the HG GTS 350 to be more of a grand tourer, and it was marketed in that way as well. It wasn't exactly a race car, according to the company. HG GTS 350 produces 300 bhp. Still, it wasn't a racing car. Crazy! It has a top speed of 210 kilometers an hour and goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 7.5 seconds. Up next on number 6, 1971 Holden HQ Monaro GTS 350. Launched in July 1971, the new HQ series quickly caught the eye of consumers. It was elegant, flashy, modern, and whatnot. On the performance and safety side, the car had new powerful brakes and a new suspension. It was for the first time that Holden expanded its model range. The HQ Monaro GTS 350 came in two versions, the 2-door and the 4-door. The car gave away some proper muscle car vibes because of the redesigned exterior and the new and sporty wheels. Under the hood, things get even better. It is powered by a 4.1-liter V8 engine, which produces 279 bhp. The HQ GTS 350 is still a legendary muscle car and gets gets the respect it well and truly deserves. Following up on number 5, 1972 Holden LJ Torana GTR XU1. LC GTR XU1 was a historic car for Holden when it came to racing. The car single-handedly improved the automaker's place in the history books when it defeated Ford's legendary Falcon GTHO in a race. No one thought that the small LJ could win the rainy Bathurst race, but they were all proved wrong, and the car became somewhat of a legend after that race. After its success, a facelift version of the car was also launched, with some tweaks and upgrades. The car held a 3.2-liter engine under its hood. It was a truly sensational addition to Holden's already amazing list of muscle cars. Placed at number 4, 1974 Holden LH Torana SLR 5000 L34. Holden just kept on dropping one legendary car after the other back in the 70s. This car was specially designed for Bathurst races and went on to become one of Holden's most successful racing cars. The SLR 5000 quickly engraved its name in Australian motor racing history after 2 back-to-back wins. But the car's road to success was a bumpy one. Holden faced some serious problems with the production line engineering of the car, and it was the time when early Group C cars were very unreliable. But these problems couldn't hold back the engineers of Holden. They worked day and night, and after some brilliant piece of engineering, they turned the SLR 5000 into a winner. Even though it was a medium-sized car, it still had the looks and power of a proper muscle car, thanks to its big, powerful engine. By the looks of it, the car seemed like it was only designed for racing, but it could be driven on normal roads with ease. The SLR 5000 produces 240 bhp and has a top speed of 194 km an hour. At number 3, 1974 Holden HJ Monaro GTS. The HJ Monaro isn't considered a great muscle car, but for some reason, it failed to make a name for itself. One reason was that it wasn't as powerful as the other Monaro coupes. It's a big, bulky car, so it failed to perform as well as the coupes. Apart from the sporting success, the HJ Monaro GTS is an amazing machine. It bears the looks of a traditional muscle car and is surely a head-turner. People back then thought that every Holden muscle car was supposed to be lightning quick and was made for racing, but that isn't true. Some cars are just supposed to be flashy, beautiful, and made to be driven on normal, daily driven roads. And no, it doesn't mean that HJ Monaro was a slow, low-performance car. Its V8 engine did produce 240 bhp with a top speed of 188 km an hour, so it was fast. It just wasn't made for cornering at high speeds on a racetrack. It's a very comfortable car to drive. Coming up number 2, 1976 Holden LX Torana SLR 5000. Now that's a proper racing car. The LX Torana SLR 5000 is one of the fastest Toranas ever made. Launched in 1976, the car was an upgrade to the LH Torana. The upgrades include a new steering wheel, new headlights, and new instrument lettering. It was a newer, faster version of the LH Torana. The car is powered by a V8 engine, which produces 250 bhp and has a top speed of 188 km an hour. The LH Torana is capable of going from 0 to 100 km an hour in just 7.8 seconds. Finally, number 1, 1977 Holden LX Torana A9X. The A9X is the best Holden muscle car ever made. It was a nightmare for its opponents on a racetrack. The car rarely saw a pair of taillights in front of it, as it dominated and won almost every race it participated in. It comes with a 5-liter V8 engine, which produces 215 HP. The car has a top speed of 210 km an hour. That's a wrap for this video. Which Holden muscle car is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.